Away from me, you diseased thing!
Cosades, get the heck out of screen. So yeah, I mean like, 2 previous parts about Morrowind got lots of views, so here's the 4th part. And as some of you who watched previous parts know that I found myself on an island called Salzheim. And after few weeks of drinking ale with Norse from Salzheim, I turned into this. Well, not this, but rather this. Just in case you didn't know, while there were no videos, I was doing this, my new hobby by the way. Anyway, let's get back to Mr. Cosades and continue with the main quest, I guess. As I approached him, he told me terrifying news. He's going into another city. We'll never see each other again. I've never felt so abandoned. And Cosades! Luckily enough, I killed that creature on my own. Zero reaction. This guy really put all the responsibility about Tamriel on me. Me, who recently got from prison, by the way. By the way, before that monster left me, he gave me his last mission. Break into the house of some woman and try to find a secret message among her stuff. What a nice last quest to give me, Cosades. When I broke into the house of that lady, I spotted a letter on the table, which says that the owner of this house is probably jailed in the Ministry of Truth. Yeah, and if you're wondering, the Ministry of Truth is located inside the stone. Getting up there with the help of levitation, entering Ministry of Truth, which actually looks more like a Ministry of Fire. Pulling guards with levitation and get into the room where our princess is. Getting from her lost prophecies, and we're ready to do the 3rd trial into proving to be a real Neverwin. In the 3rd trial we gotta go to the place called Kagaroon and get their 3 tokens. Purple Sweepings, Cup with the Mark of House Dagoth, and Shadow Shield. Get into the again those shitheads. When I got to Kagaroon, I was greeted by all the creatures who live in the area. Real local freaks, as it said. And after killing one of the Slipknot members, I found one of the tokens. Then after some time I found another one, and the 3rd token, which is a Corpus Whippings. I spent an hour of looking for that shit, and you know what? It was simply laying under a random table, like a cat vomit. And so after finding all the 3 tokens, I'm officially ready for the 4th trial, location of which appeared on the map. And since the game itself tells me where to go, I finally won't be bothering Morrowind NPCs with questions where to go. And when it got dark and kinda windy, I managed to find a jerk-off room.
The door is locked and will not open. Come is the key.
Entering that room, I spotted a huge stone woman who had an unidentified object in her hands. And after taking that object in my own hands,
Nerevar Reborn, your first 3 trials are finished. Now, 2 new trials lie before you. When you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind.
so as I understood, were recognized as Neverwin by now. And after she finished her
monologue,
all around me spawned previous Neverwins. And at that time I felt not like this, but rather this. And after speaking with few of them, I've gotten a loot. I mean like, started looking not worse than this handsome guy. If you wonder girls, I'm single. And so after a hot fashion update, I went back to Ashlanders to complete their last trials, in which I have to become a hortator of every house in Morrowind and unite against
Dagoture,
and bring peace to Morrowind. It wasn't the easiest task. I was humiliating myself just to be called a hortator. Was fighting for the title of hortator, but that was worth it. I did it to bring peace to Morrowind. Or maybe just to satisfy my loved one. But wait, no. Do I want to say that Cosades is a cuckold and he likes to watch me kiss another man? No, that can't be truth. Well, and so after I united all the houses, I had a mission to make all Ashlanders recognize me as Neverwin, and it was way much more easier to do than being recognized as hortator of any house. Just had to kill a bloodsucker, do some corruption schemes, and find a wife for one of the Ashlanders. I found 2 candidates to be his wife, and no, it's not Cosades on the right side. And after I united all the Ascenders and houses, I'm finally ready to beat all the shit out of...
Dégoture.
But to do so, I gotta make a little consultation with Vivek, a guy who works in the underwear and listens to metal music. Oh, sorry, I mean about another guy who works in the underwear and considers himself as a god. If you wonder, girls, I'm single. And so this macho muchacho gave me his own plan how to defeat.
Dégoture.
Just gotta find a blade and a hammer and, as it said, hammer some nails into Dagature's head. Heading to the place where this bastardo lives, even the sky turned into hellish. Fighting those two objects, which will help us defeat that shithead, and we're ready for the last fight. Entering his house, he started speaking with me.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
So it was pretty easy to find him. This guy also walks with half-naked TES. What a cool guy. But not cooler than a real Nerevarian. Do not think that I killed him from the first attempt. And if you thought that he died, he didn't. That's why I'm going to destroy a heart which... to kill the Dagot Ur completely, I gotta use a hammer I found and destroy a heart of Lorcan, which makes him immortal.
What are you doing? Stop!
Sake po Sasake. Dagot Ur is defeated, Morrowind is saved, work is done. Thank you, my subscribers. I mean, like, become the first.